I remember when I first went out on my own, and after working with Gordon and Ian, and I really felt like I'd got what I wanted to take and put it into my program. I got a real wild colt, like a 6-year-old mare that had never been touched before. She was real wild, and I remember getting her and starting her, and within the first hour and a half I had her caught, saddled, almost ready to ride basically. And I remember how quickly it all came together once I knew how to put all the exercises in order. Until you get the exercises in order, the method wasn't complete.
Well, I tell millions of people that Pat Parelli proudly presents a provocative and progressive program. The reason that our program is the #1 horsemanship program in the world is because it is constantly evolving. It's based on love, language, and leadership. It's based on putting the relationship first with the horse. It's based on putting the foundation before specialization. It's based on never-ending self-improvement. So it's always going to grow.
You're constantly working on it coming together. It's if you think you got it all figured out, then I think you're probably at the end of your rope and you're not learning anymore. So the first colt I ever started, I was probably 7 or 8 years old, and did a lot of things wrong, and been hurt a lot. As I said, probably didn't do a lot of horses any justice. And over time, I've developed a system that I'm comfortable with, but totally, constantly evolving and trying to get it better, and to set up a better deal for the horse. So it's it's a never-ending process being a good horseman. You got to always, it's a journey. It's a lifelong journey.
I think it's entertaining. I think it's highly educational. I think it's kind of exciting, a little bit dangerous. It's kind of like everybody kind of wants somebody to get bucked off. You know what I mean? It's a little bit like watching NASCAR. So I think it's a little bit of everything. That's why it's been real popular. You know what I mean? It's educational, entertaining, and exciting all at the same time.
I'm here to share with you how you can get results with your horse. And I believe that that's what they're there for, to find out what they can learn so they can be better with their horses. So I want you to be empowered.
I think there's two different types of things that they get. One is they watch a clinician that they've studied or they've heard about or read about go underneath the pressure of a competition and seeing how they react. The second thing is if you do the right job, your result at the end is going to be, no matter what horse you get, is going to be effective, and you take away from that. It's a constant learning. We talk about it during our demonstrations and during the competition. We work on it, and that's what it's very educational. I think that's what it needs to be.
Well, obviously, I'd just like to be anybody else. I'd like to win the event. But my main point of showing up there is to show the Down Under horsemanship method to the audience. There's going to be 8,000 people there, and it's an opportunity. There's going to be 3 distinctive methods on how people get the job done. There's not necessarily one method is right and one method is wrong, but there's distinctly different. Different methods suit different personalities. So I would like to put my best foot forward and represent my method of the Down Under horsemanship method to the audience, and have them ideally go home and choose to do that and have success.
Anything I'm here to give. I'm here to share with people what's been shared with me, how to do things with horses and for horses, so that you can be empowered and take this home to you and your horses.
Miss any opportunities to give that horse relief. Try to do a job, go in there and do a job and do the best job I can in getting that horse prepared and in timing and rhythm and in harmony with me. And I feel comfortable about it. It's not a competition to me. It's just what I do, and leave it up to the judges to make their decisions on who they think did the best.
Oh, I think the biggest mistake I see people making is that without sounding condescending, a lot of people shouldn't be starting their own colts. Like, I have a rule. If you can't walk, trot, and canter a horse, an adult, quiet horse with confidence, you have no business starting a 2-year-old. Because if your riding skills aren't up to par, you're doing an injustice to the colt, and you're putting your own life in great risk, okay? So basically, if you can't ride good enough, you shouldn't be starting a colt. So get somebody to help you. It's okay to say, maybe I'm not quite good enough with my motor skills, I need some help. I'd rather you go out there and get some help and be safe safe than try to do it yourself and get into a wreck. You know what I mean? And if you are insistent on doing it yourself, get the right educational material to help you with the process.
I think people get direct line and they do things to the horse instead of with the horse and for the horse.
Not being prepared and not understanding the horse's thought process. The horse tells you a lot of things with their body language and not understanding how to read what they're telling you and going too far too quick and not being prepared. It's not the amount of time, it's the preparation that you do to be able to achieve that.